You're good?
Mm-hmm.
Hi, my name's Courtney and I'll be interviewing Elise today. So let's go ahead and start. Can you give us an overview of UCF's Office of Research and Commercialization?
Yes. Here at the Office of Research and Commercialization, or ORC, what we like to call it here, basically what we'll do is we help our faculty members and various stakeholders bring in external funding and do research with it. So if they get an opportunity, they bring funding in from whether it be the federal government, a nonprofit, a foundation, whoever it may be, even industry. We'll help them manage that money that comes in, and we'll also help them propose to different agencies as well if they want to seek funding from someone else. Also here we have various compliances offices that also monitor research that occurs here as well, such as our IRB and IACUC. And then also we help our faculty with technology transfer items such as licensing, doing company spin-outs, or finding partners to work on licensing a technology as well, such as the industry. So we do lots of things here. We're very customer service oriented with our faculty, and there's a lot we can provide them here.
Okay. Can you go any more into detail about the services that you guys offer here at the office?
Yeah, kind of like what I alluded to before, kind of talking about what we do. The various services that we can offer the faculty members can vary from proposal development, where they can have our individuals here, personnel, look at their proposal and look at it either for grammar and editorial services, look at it from a collaboration point of view where they can help find people for that faculty to collaborate with. We can also help them with developing a budget as well. Then we have another group that actually helps them submit proposals to agencies. So we'll look at it for compliance purposes. We'll look to see all the parts and pieces are there, that we follow all the policies and procedures of UCF and the agency, and then actually submit it on behalf of the university for the faculty member to that agency. We also, when they get an award in, we can also manage the money when it comes in, set up an account, make sure that they're spending the money properly, that they're meeting the deliverable requirements, and then also when the actual project's over, we can help them with closeout, as we call it, making sure all the final documents are in, all the financials are squared away to actually close out and end that project for them. In addition, alluding to the tech transfer office, they can then help them if any IP is developed, intellectual property is developed off of that project. We can help them identify, again, licensing opportunities, spin outs to different companies, or patents, copyrights, or whatnot with that IP that was developed. So there's lots that we do here.
Okay. Can you describe your typical clients or customers here?
The typical clients or stakeholders, as we like to call it here, is usually our faculty internal to UCF. Faculty, also some staff sometimes, and students as well if they want to get involved in research, whether it be a fellowship, a training opportunity, and whatnot. But we also have other stakeholders, which could be the local community as well. We have a really big economic development component to what we do here with reach out with our community and local businesses. And other than that, it could be possibly the sponsoring institute or agencies that we're working with, or other institutions as well here in the state of Florida and within the nation we'll work with too.
Okay. How long have you worked for UCF?
I have been here, let's see, try to remember, 2 years now. I have been here with UCF.
And what is your current position?
My current position is that I am a proposal manager for 6 areas of the university. I'm a proposal manager for the Office of Research, for College of Business, Burnett School of Biomedical Sciences, which falls under the College of Medicine, and College of Nursing, and College of Public Health and Affairs.
Wow. How would you describe the culture here in the office?
We're very, very much customer service oriented. We're very much helping our customer in any way that we can to facilitate the process, to facilitate kind of the administrative burden that can happen sometimes when you do research. So our culture is, we're very upbeat and we're very fun, and we just have that attitude of, you know what, let's do what we can to help, and help in the best way possible.
Okay. What training and skills do you think are necessary to be successful working here?
Ooh, that's a good question. Well, it'll of course vary depending on what you do and what area you're involved in. So for instance, in my area, under proposal management, you have to be, you'd more have someone who can manage deadlines very well. With proposal submissions, they're very cut and dry deadlines that we have to file, so you have to be very good at your time management. Really looking to see, okay, this is what I have this week, this is what needs to be done, this is done, or this is due at this time while something else is due else time. And also be able to deal well with dealing with things on the drop of the hat, be able to say, this just came to me today, it has to be done today, and being able to accommodate those into your schedule. A big thing I would say across all the areas would be very detail oriented. We have to be sure that we're kind of checking everything very well, dotting our I's, crossing our T's as well. So I'd say time management and being very detail oriented kind of can hit all areas within here, and I think those are key.
Okay. How would you describe the organizational structure here at ORC?
Well, the organizational structure, generally, there's two areas. We have pre-award services that helps faculty with everything from, you get the idea of a proposal to proposal submission. Then we have post-award, which is you're actually awarded a project and funding's coming in. Now it's the management of that whole award. So that's basically the two areas of how ORC is set up. And then a third one would be our tech transfer office that helps again with that intellectual property management.
Okay. What impact does this organizational structure have on your organization's effectiveness?
Ooh, that's a good question. I think that it's effective in the sense where, you have a group of people that work with a faculty member, starting really with their idea and help developing a well thought out proposal in the pre-award services. And then, of course, having one team with an award coming in, working with it at that point with looking at contract terms, looking at any intellectual property developed that can tie into the post-award. One group of area working on that as well, I think is very effective. I think key that works well here in our office is that the two areas are not exclusive. We don't live in our own little worlds. We're constantly working with each other. I'll give a heads up to someone on the post-award side about something, while someone on the post-award something can let me know about something as well. So we manage our sections very well separately, but I think key with our organization is that we're not mutually exclusive. We're not in our own worlds. We actively communicate with each other to make sure, we are a one cohesive ORC team.
Great. Describe ORC's management philosophy and practices.
Our management philosophy, again, is just based on that customer service. What can we do to help our stakeholders, our customers? And again, it's a very positive philosophy that they have, and it's kind of fun in a sense too, just keep it lighthearted, do what you gotta do to help, and at the end of the day, let's do what we can to help our customers.
Okay. How many different divisions of UCF do you work with on a daily basis?
Very, very many, or I should say a lot. That was kind of awkward. I would say on a day-to-day basis, I work with different colleges, because again, there's 6 areas that I handle. I interface a lot with just internal people here. Again, post-award, our compliance people, tech transfer, I interact with them on a day-to-day basis. Also outside entities as well. If we have a faculty member collaborating with someone, say at a local hospital or a non-for-profit, I'll work with them directly a lot in order to get needed materials for a proposal for them. Or to work on a type of agreement, I'll work with them as well. So I don't know an exact number, but I would say multiple areas I touch on a day-to-day basis.
Okay. How many people do you report to on a daily basis, and how many people report to you?
I report to one person on a day-to-day basis, and I have one person that reports under me on a day-to-day basis.
Okay. Can you describe any incentive or reward systems here at ORC?
I wouldn't say we have any formal systems in place, but we do have a recognition wall. So if anyone gets, kind of a kudos via email or, a phone call or something, we'll kind of memorialize that in a sense and kind of put it up on a wall. Just what that person said about them, what great service they offered or something that they did to make their day go well for them. We'll put on a wall here in the office so they get that little bit of recognition saying, hey, you did a good job.
Okay. Can you describe any intrinsic or extrinsic awards that you observe?
Oh. Not that I can think of off the top of my head. Again, we don't have any formal systems here, and it just may not be I'm thinking of them at the moment, but none I can recall off the top of my head.
Okay. How do you keep yourself motivated?
For me personally, to stay motivated is, first off, I think it helps a lot that I very much like the work I do. I very much enjoy research administration. I find it very interesting. Previously I came from the other side of it. I was actually doing research in a lab, so I saw that end of it. But this came to be my niche that I fell into that more line made me happy. So the work itself motivates me. It's what makes me happy throughout the day as well. And then also another big motivator is, you know, the satisfaction of helping that faculty member put together that wonderful proposal, that really concrete proposal, and the hopes of it getting awarded. So it's always nice when my post-award counterpart will come back to me and say, oh, Dr. Smith got funded, woo! You know, it kind of makes it full circle, very, very rewarding in that sense. So that helps motivate me to see that ultimate they got awarded.
Okay. How does ORC motivate its employees and promote a productive work environment?
I think it's kind of our cohesive atmosphere of, again, you know, we're all in this together. We're here to really support our researchers and really go for those research projects that are going to change the world, that are going to make a difference, that are going to impact our community, make an economic impact to us. You know, I really think it's motivating in that sense that everyone around, how we talk and what we do, kind of all circles around that. In order to keep everyone, you know, eye on the prize and understand we're all in this to make this work together.
Okay. Can you describe any professional development training opportunities you've participated in the past year?
Yes, there's actually a lot here that we have. We have an internal program here. It's called Sparks, and it's specifically geared towards research administration, and it's actually offered to those outside the office as well. So it's a whole program that you go through. I forget how many weeks it is. I want to say 8 or 12. Where you go through all the different steps of research administration, what goes into it. So I've been a part of that, and that's very rewarding because you get to work with your peers, talk with your peers, hear with people from other departments, and some faculty have also been through it as well. So you can see different perspectives when it comes to this whole administration process. In addition to that, our HR folks, they also will bring in-house training for just professional development. Personal development as well. You know, I remember one that was with how do you deal with difficult people. Another one was based around communications. One had to do with generations. How do you deal with different people from different generations? So there's lots of opportunity for training here for professional development and even personal development as well.
Okay. How does ORC give their employees feedback on their performance?
What we'll do, and I think this may be typical of a lot of other areas at UCF, we have annual reviews that we go through. So, you know, come the beginning of the year or late in the year, they'll sit us down with our supervisor. We'll have a one-on-one discussion with them. They'll go through a form evaluation that they'll fill out for us. And that's kind of our time where we have that reflection of what we've done, what our goals have been, did we meet our goals, improvements, strengths. You know, that's kind of our time where we'll go through and have an actual review of our performance.
Okay. And my last question will be, do you have any personalized support or mentoring programs here at ORC for you guys? We
don't have any formal ones. I do know that there is in the works talking about maybe getting one put in place, but I know it is encouraged. You know, you not formally say it out loud, like we have this program you can do, but you know, people always encourage you, you know, get to know other people in different areas, identify with someone. Maybe there's someone who, you know, you just click and you understand each other, and it could be someone senior who can kind of walk you through the whole process, whether it be related to research administration or not. It could be like, hey, you need to hire someone, well, this is kind of how this process goes. Or, you know, anything within that realm. It may not be formal, but I do think it is encouraged around here.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for sitting down with us today.
You're welcome.